All right, guys and gals. So let's see if we should be going live here right about now. Okay, yeah, it's actually showing here that we are live. And let's just verify here because we're going high end today. And let's see here. Looks like it's working, guys and gals, using a new piece of software here. And yes, it is working. So this is great. All right. Well, what I'm going to do here today, I'm going to talk you through in this broadcast the wonderful aspects of local business development. And really what I mean by that is creating new business for your local practices. And so I'm talking about professional outfits here. So, that would be, spas, local gyms, chiropractors, dentists, really any business that has a professional service associated with it in the local markets. And I'm going to teach you some things here today. I think you'll enjoy it. Some strategies, which we talk a lot about in our business at chaosmap.com. That is the agency that I founded 10 years ago. And the reason why we talk strategies is because, well, the world and business is based on strategic development and the notion of frameworks, processes, systems, etc., not just tactics, right? Tactics is part of the journey for sure. Without it, it'd go nowhere, This is the lift of the wings, if you will. So we want to make sure that we cover all of this. Now, today, in this broadcast, I'm going to share with you some of the things that we use for local lead generation for professional services, and also some of the tactics that go into that. And we're going to talk mostly strategies, but I also want to share with you some of the things that are working really well right now, driving traffic from the wonderful platform of Facebook and Facebook ads in specific. So, and by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Please share, like, and comment, all the good stuff. But if you're watching it, you'll notice that this is a bit different in the quality. And you may notice a icon, actually, it's pretty visible there. And it's Ecamm Live. It's a new software I'm using for the Mac here. And using a DSLR hookup and a nice little studio in here at my local offices in Los Angeles. So again, bear with me if we have any technical issues. It should be fine, though. It seems like everything is just going right per as described, which is a scary situation when you think about it, because anytime you use new software, new technology, it's bound to break. But maybe not this time, right? So in that regard, on that note, I'm going to switch over here. I'm going to lean in a little bit here, and we're going to dig into basically describing the lead generation for new business. Spa, dentist, chiropractor, yoga studio, gym trainers, etc., that I already mentioned. And this talks about, you hear a lot about funnels, right? And funnels are important, but I like to think of it a little more sort of 360 here, in talking about customer journeys and user experiences. And if you look at the screen right now, by the way, this is going to be made available as a download from the podcast, from YouTube, from the various locations that we distribute this, so you can get access to it and listen to this at your leisure if you're not live here. So lead generation, customer journey experience, let's dig in. First thing you need to do is, and we're looking at it here, is you need to create a strategy of a voucher-based ad system. Essentially, you are offering a special voucher or coupon for the business, and you are setting this up with a unique hook from the Facebook ad side. There's other presentations and broadcasts that I've made here that talk about the various, targeting options, the audience building. I'm just putting some bullets below this to remind you of some of the strategies that you should be using when driving local traffic like this. And of course, some of these apply broadly as well, not just for local. And the first thing you would like to start with is a local pin drop, the ability to actually drop a pin on a map for inclusion and exclusion in your local area. Again, if you want more information on this, you can just go to chaosmap.com/talk. and we'll walk you through this. That's actually a free 15-minute call that you can get with myself or one of my experts there. And we'll share with you how this works in more detail if you'd like. But local pin drop, very powerful, obviously. And also you have the ability to go for interests, kind of broad interests. You can use your email list, page engagement, percent of videos watched, right? You may have a bunch of videos that have been posted out there already. We can go ahead and create audiences from percent video watched. We also have, of course, website traffic, so many different ways. I'm not going to go into all of the detail on that right now because I really want you to just focus on that unique hook and the voucher-based Facebook ad. And by the way, we get questions about this. How much should I spend on this? Well, as a general rule, if you understand the CPA model, cost per acquisition, cost per lead, depending on your business, 7 to 10x that. So let's say that your CPA is $10. Now, you may not know this if you're just starting out, so you'll have to spend a little bit of time and money to figure it out, but not a lot, of course. We're not talking thousands of dollars here. But if it's $10 for cost per acquisition, expect to expend or invest, I should say, 7 to 10x that amount before you pause that particular ad set. Now, these are general guidelines. We basically have to kind of work with you to see what applies in your world, but that's a good guideline. So anyway, start with number one, a Facebook ad, a unique hook, and create a voucher-based approach to this. A voucher is essentially an ID number, a reference number to something that you're offering within an urgent type of offer, and that's where you bring them to a landing page. By the way, if you want to see some examples of ads that have this, please reach out to chaosmap.com/talk, and we'll share some of that with you. And we'll actually give you some live examples as well for what is working on that. So that's the first step, voucher-based Facebook ad. Second is go to a landing page. That traffic goes to a landing page that has an irresistible offer that complements that. We talk about congruency here. So if you're talking about a unique hook and that voucher-based ad, which you are, because we're talking about that, then bring him to a landing page that uniquely complements that and creates consistency in that and urgency around it with the irresistible offer concept, right? And you want to capture name, email, and phone here. Phone, of course, very valuable in terms of, as you'll see here in a second, how we can reach back out, SMS, etc. But again, you want to call out the voucher. You want to make it limited, so you're not just offering this to the world. In terms of size, it's limited, it's unique, and it's urgent. So all of these things tie together, and this is sort of marketing 101, if you will, really making a connection to the human psychology here. You've heard me talk a lot about on these podcasts and out there as I'm pushing it out. A lot of this that we deal with is math and psychology. Does the math match up, right? The path is all math. You've heard me talk about that before. And the psychology. Human nature has not changed since the days of Caesar, right? We know what humans want and need, but you'll have to break it down and test it a little further in your world. But using these strategies will really help you. So again, the ad to the landing page, we're on step 2 here. The voucher, the limited, the urgency around it. Obviously, we're going to write copy to support that. You have the name, email, phone fields. And you definitely want name and email to be, basically they have to enter that, right? Required is the word I'm looking for. You can test with an optional on the phone, but I typically recommend that we get that in there. Yes, it filters out perhaps some, but you want that quality lead in. Next, let's say that the logic says they didn't really go anywhere with it. It wasn't the right time. They got called into a meeting. The kids were whining. Who knows, right? All of this matters. They're going to click off. They're going to exit that page. Well, you have an opportunity here to still serve them. You can create a quick exit pop and say, wait, don't leave yet. There's more. Get these Jinzu knives. You know the concept, right? Well, you can do that exit pop. And by the way, check compliance here, because Facebook and Google is coming down hard on landing pages now. And exit pops is really not a compliant situation. So if you have a business manager account, and if you have the ability to test this, you can do that. But an exit pop is something that is in the strategy that we discuss. And then also within this, you want the ability to retarget. So let's work this framework here now. They click on the ad, get to the landing page. They're almost about to enter their information. They get disinterested or called away, but they are quick enough to just exit the page and get that pop-up. They may close out. They may not enter the information. The exit pop is really just a way to say, hey, listen, this was not the time. Grab our free, checklist, our free download, our free, 6 reasons you should choose our office over another, or 6 things you need to know before hiring another chiropractor or visiting another chiropractor, right? So something that really adds value to their life, and then get their name and email, and they're on their way. But if they don't do that, retarget them, right? They have now entered your page. So for folks who have not gone further in your funnel, you use what we call exclusions here. You can create an audience to serve ads to them to say, hey, wait, you missed our valuable download, or you're missing your voucher, essentially. We have 10 left and your voucher is available if you click on this ad right now. And again, these are not the exact words, but you get the drift, right? It's basically a teaser ad or a follow-up ad, a reminder ad. Don't miss this. And you should have, when we create urgency here, you should have something that is urgent and that you're running this promotion for a limited time. This is not a sort of fake scarcity where it's just running all the time, right? So you need to create new offers for each one of these. And then you retarget them. That's the option there. Now, let's say they pass through, love it, enter their information, name, email, phone. Thank you page, yes, that's where you show them the voucher. This can be an auto-generated thing or a specific thing that you offer. And then you ask them simply to, with a countdown offer, we have an additional bonus offer. If you act now, call into the office, right? This is something that creates urgency and uniqueness for your offer. You can get not only the, chiropractor $65 special out the gate. We're going to give you also a free follow-up consultation, or maybe you simply slash that price in half if they call into the office and take action right now. Offers like that can easily be generated and discussed through strategy sessions. If you'd like to know more, go to chaosmap.com/talk, and we'll jump on and share some of these strategies and actual examples with you, and just answer any questions. We'd love to help. So, and I put on here also CallRail. That's a third-party service that can create basically a very nice tracking system for you in terms of the calls made. That's throughout your entire website. Certainly this customer experience that we're talking about today, but also on your website, much better than Google call tracking. So CallRail, it's we're not actually sponsoring them or anything, so it's just a happy mention in the marketplace. CallRail.com. So the coupon, CallRail, countdown offer, and then here's really the essence to this working well. An immediate email goes out to thank them for signing up or for getting the offer with descriptions on what to do next, right? And what to expect. And then also an immediate phone call. Often these things will happen on mobile. So if they're in their car or parked hopefully, and sitting in a restaurant, or maybe they are at some other gym, right? Your competitor, or who knows where they're at, but they're on the phone. We're on the phone all the time. Well, you know what? I just fill out this information, and literally within 2 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, a call comes in, says, this is Bob, Susan with XYZ firm. We saw you come in. We'd love to schedule you for a appointment. We're talking strategy times 1,000 on that one, right? This is very valuable. The immediacy of this cannot be undermined. And now, all of this ends up with a name, email, phone into your system, into your CRM, or into your marketing system, whether that's a HubSpot or if it's something like Infusionsoft, Keep now as it's actually called, and or ActiveCampaign, Aweber, etc. Different systems out there. Now you have the ability to nurture them. Now, for this unique offer and this customer journey experience, you should also make sure that you have a limited, urgent situation in your emails, right? Because if you're sending them emails now ongoing, it doesn't tie in with the strategy and also your integrity of this offer. So if it's 3 days left in the promotion or 7 days left, you need to have a countdown. There's another tool called Deadline Funnel that really works well with emails as well. Deadlinefunnel.com, I think it is. Yeah, that you can also use here to get them to take action. And the key here to all of this is that the customer journey has urgency, the limited type of nature to it, and also the uniqueness of this. So it's not something that you see in the marketplace all the time. For any business, it's very unique to you. It's special to you, and you are creating an irresistible offer. That's the goal. A strong hook, an irresistible offer, and a clear call to action here through this workflow. And so I'm just very excited to share this because, frankly, there's a lot of discussion about what's the best Facebook ad to run. What is my, what's the best targeting for local businesses of this nature? Should I check this box or that box? All these things are valuable, of course, in the discussion, but it's not the first thing. In fact, I would advocate that you spend more time building out offers, irresistible offers, that is, and uniqueness to your marketplace that actually creates value. So, I'm back on camera here, and I really hope this has been helpful for you, and that you think about these as I'm sort of mind dumping this out there for you. It hopefully shares with you not only how we think about this, but also how you could take this and create some new sort of inspirational ways in how you think about growing your business by creating that sort of uniqueness, the urgency, the time factor, as I mentioned, and not making it just cheesy and out of integrity, right? This is like high quality stuff. You're in business for a reason. That is to serve. That is to grow your business. This whole presentation today is about growing your business and providing value and goodwill also in the marketplace, because frankly, you may, for instance, if you are a trainer or a gym, have some great training videos that you can supply. That exit pop that I talked about earlier. Hey, wait, watch our free, 15-minute 2-part training series. Happy to share it with you on how to lose weight after 40 or something, right? So all of that is about creating your brand presence, about uniqueness in the marketplace for you, and also, frankly, personal, right? Just as I'm doing this here, if you're watching, hopefully you're getting a sense for me. I'm an upbeat, outgoing kind of guy, but I'm very serious about helping businesses grow. And so, if you'd like to know more about this, then I'd be happy to share more of these strategies. Just go to chaosmap.com /talk. And Chaos Map is an agency, and of course, full transparency. If we decide, hey, there might be a fit to work together, there may be an opportunity, although we are kind of exclusive in the sense that we just don't take on anybody. But that's really not sort of the first thing we discuss. The first thing is to see, hey, can we help you? So that's the presentation for today. I'm going to make this available. If you want to like, share, and comment on this, I certainly appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead and click the finish button here on this new piece of software, Ecamm Live. I'm thinking I'm liking this, so I hope you enjoyed this presentation as much as I enjoyed making it for you. All right, take it easy.